Hello friends, I'm SimReaper and welcome back to another speed build video. Today's build was inspired by the fact that it is almost springtime here in Japan and very soon the sakura trees are going to be blooming, and I wanted to create a house in honor of that. So this house is what I perceive to be a typical modern day Japanese house. The only thing that I would say that isn't really accurate to what I've seen in real life is that Japanese houses are usually a little bit more shut off. So like they'll have like their own fencing and just basically be separate from other houses. They usually aren't in like this big of an open space, I guess. This is modern day Japanese houses are like kind of boxy shaped. Unless you have money to get like a really nice house, and then like they usually get a little bit more creative with their architecture. But even though it is so boxy, it's like very sleek and modern is the style, is what I think the style is. Very sleek and modern and just very nice. I love Japanese houses. And here you can see I accidentally have my face cam on because I had just finished recording an episode of my BitLife series and I forgot to turn my face cam off, but that will go away in just a second once I realize what I've done. And yeah, and just I do this weird thing with my builds where I do like a little bit of landscaping at first, and then I go in and finish the house, and then I come right back out at the end and finish the landscaping, and then the build's done. I don't know why I don't just do it all at once. It might just be like it's overwhelming. I don't know. Or like maybe I'm just too excited to furnish the inside. But I guess I should mention this house actually requires two little pieces of custom content. So I put a Japanese style tatami room in this house on the bottom floor. So I had to download 2 bits of CC. I downloaded tatami mat, and then I downloaded a futon. Unfortunately, the futon is just decoration. No one has made a working futon bed yet in The Sims 4, but I don't know. Hopefully someone will make one eventually, and then I can just add it into my game. So while technically this house has 3 bedrooms, the Japanese style room and then the 2 bedrooms up top, you can't really use the tatami room as a bedroom. I mean, you could, I guess, just like take out the tatami and then just put regular furniture in there and make it into a bedroom, because you're not supposed to have like heavy furniture on tatami, so probably not a good idea to just keep the tatami and do the furniture if you're looking for realism, that is. But yeah, so yeah, this is the tatami room I was talking about. That's the tatami that you will need to download. I will have the links to the downloads in the description. I believe if you download this house without CC, it will just show up without, the CC that I put in. So I don't think it'll be that huge of a problem if you still want the house even without the tatami room. And I ended up putting these curtains here on the arched doorways because I really wish that we had like sliding doors like how they have in Japanese houses and apartments. I wish we had those in The Sims 4, like the really big sliding doors so that you can have like the room open to the other room, or you can have it closed. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but yeah, it's something that we don't have in The Sims 4, so I had to just make do with the archways and some curtains there. And then I'm going for a really sleek living room here, just because I feel like a lot of Japanese interior design is more sleek and modern. And oh yeah, so I'm using different lights from what I usually use in my build. So these are the subtle saucer lights, and I just sized them up once because those are like the standard sort of lights that you'll find in Japanese homes these days. And yeah, I ended up loving this living room and the color scheme. It took me a little bit to get it right, but I finally did. And I think that's the first time I've ever used that coffee table, and I really love it. Oh, and here I'm just putting in the genkan, which is the entrance into the house. So you take your shoes off and put it in those little cabinets there. And then here I am adding a wash room and a laundry room. And then there's, you see that little 1x2 area, that's going to be the bathroom. But I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. Here I am doing the kitchen. And I went with this red and white, like, counter and cabinet thing because me and my husband actually went to look at a model house, and it had a kitchen that looked almost exactly like this, and I loved it. I just loved how the color red just popped and it looked so sleek and nice. So I put that in this house. And then there's a little dining area there too as well, which fit in nice and perfect. And then I tried to make the bathroom as Japanese style as possible, but again, we don't have the right kind of doors in game. And here I'm kind of looking for like a shower head, because Japanese bathrooms, ofudo, have like just like a shower head, and then there's a drain in the floor, and then there's the bathtub. So you would wash your body before you get in the bathtub, if that makes sense. So I was a little bit disappointed because there was nothing in like the debug that was like a faucet, but it's okay. I got over it. It's not something that you would have been able to use anyways as like a shower, so I just like left it with just the bathtub. And then I put a mirror in there because almost all Japanese ofuro have mirrors inside of them. I don't know why. I guess so you can watch yourself while you're cleaning yourself. And then I put a washer and dryer here, and now that I'm looking at it, most Japanese homes don't have dryers, which is why I put those little things outside where you can hang up your clothes out to dry, because that's usually how it's done here, except for on rainy days, people might go to the laundromat and dry their clothes there. But yeah, so you can choose to take the dryer out if you want. Right now it's still in there. And then I ended up making one of these bedrooms a kid bedroom, well, a toddler bedroom, and then the other bedroom into a bedroom for the parents, because I kind of imagine the family living here is like pretty young. So like you have the mom and dad, and then they have like a little son, and maybe they're thinking about expanding the family. And yeah, so I actually made a family because this house is in my save that I'm making for The Sims 4, where I'm like remaking the entire Sims 4 basically. And I ended up making the family that lives here, and they're just like a young Japanese couple with a son, and I don't know, I think they're a really cute little family, and I really wanted to play with them, but I have so many videos I need to make and get out that I just haven't been able to mess around with them yet. But hopefully, you know, in my off time sometime here soon, I can play around with them and have a little bit of fun. But yeah, I made the parents' room pretty simple just because I feel like Japanese people don't really pay a lot of attention to decorating the inside of their bedroom, because like no one ever really sees it, I guess. And plus, bedrooms in Japan are mostly just for sleeping. So there's not really much else that they would do there. And yeah, so just putting a little bit of finishing touches on the build here, making sure all the paint matches up. And then I put like this little music section out here because I felt like it would be nice for them to have some skill building stuff. And then also I imagine the dad is like super into music, and he like collects guitars, and that's why there's like those 3 types of guitars there. And I just thought that was like a really cool touch. Here I'm putting in the laundry baskets because I forgot them. And yeah, so oh, and I also put these gardening boxes outside so that there would be like a little bit of more skill building that you could do. And I think we're just about coming to the end of the build. Just like I said before, finishing up the landscaping now that I have furnished the inside. I didn't go too crazy with landscaping just because one, I'm not very good at it, and two, like I just felt like this house doesn't really need it. It already has like the pretty sakura trees that really accent it. So yeah, that's the end of this speed build. I really hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as you know, I post new videos every single day, so I will see you all tomorrow.